I've been to many NFL drafts, and nothing came close to how crazy this draft was. The biggest story, of course, Shadeur Sanders falls all the way to the 5th round. Dudes were prank calling him, pretending, oh my God, I feel so bad. I feel horrible, but I can promise you that these memes are going to be bangers. So while I do hope that Shadeur Sanders balls out in Cleveland, of all places, I still gotta laugh at the memes. Oh my goodness. Coach Prime, this is a tough one. Never forget, if I'm a young quarterback, there ain't no way I'm going to Cleveland. I would pull an Eli Manning if possible. Now, granted, this tweet was in 2017 when the Browns were horrible. They're not that much better now. The irony of your son going there is tough. It's the digital footprint, okay? Back in the day, nobody had to worry about this. You could do anything 40 years ago and get away with it. Literally anything. Pre-cameras. How do you prove that somebody did something? I could run butt naked out in the street and then just run in my house. And when the cop comes to my door, I'm gonna be like, you like that? This is my penis! No, I didn't do that. You are wrong. Yeah, you know, dude, the future of the internet is gonna be everybody getting dunked on by their previous tweets, their previous clips, their previous Instagram posts. Can you imagine if I ever get in trouble?
What do you mean by that?
They're gonna have fucking 8,000 terabytes of me saying the worst shit ever. I'm so clapped. A fate worse than simply going undrafted.
144th pick in the 2025
I haven't seen this clip yet.
Draft. The Cleveland Browns select Shadeur Sanders, quarterback, Colorado.
Yo, I don't know who that girl is, but she knew when she read that name. She knew that she was about to drop a banger. Yeah, by the way, guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but I announced a Lions draft pick in 2022. Hey, how we doing, y'all? Any Lions fans in the building tonight? The way it works, you're basically waiting in line until your team's pick is up, and then right before you're about to go up there, they hand you a note card with the player's name on it so that you can make sure you know how to pronounce it. Because imagine you get some guy who's got the most outlandish last name and you don't know how to pronounce it. You're gonna need someone to tell you that. So they give it to you maybe 30 seconds before you go up there, they tell you how to pronounce it, and then you walk up there and pronounce it. So this lady, for about 30 seconds, she's like, if she knows ball, she's like, holy shit, I have like Willy Wonka's golden balls. Oh. Also, the crowd is booing like crazy. That's wild.
Reaction.
At least it sounds like booing.
The reaction in the draft hall says it all.
It's a crazy, crazy, crazy pick.
The moment that we...
144th. Shadeur, could you imagine if I don't even get drafted? With the 144th pick in the NFL draft, Cleveland Browns select.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's way worse.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking, you know, since Shadeur was sliding, there was almost this chance that, like, a super good team was going to take him, you know? Like, imagine if, like, the Chiefs were going to take him. Because they've already got Patrick Mahomes. You get this very high-ceiling potential guy like Shadeur Sanders and just let him train under Mahomes. I'm sure by this point, Shadeur was very, very grateful to be drafted by anybody. But yeah, Cleveland, especially in the 5th round, when anybody kind of can take you at that point, I wouldn't say Cleveland would be my first choice.
Oh, fuck.
Here, bro, damn! Ass pick. Unironically, that is what the Browns GM said about this pick, which kind of is a slap in the face to your own player. The Browns GM said he had no intentions of taking 2 quarterbacks. They wanted Dylan Gabriel, so they got him. And then in the 5th round, they were like, fuck, he's still there? Let's trade up and get him. The Browns' reaction to drafting Shadeur Sanders looks like how golf fans clap after watching someone sink a short putt for double bogey.
In regards to Shadeur and Theon.
Okay, I will say the Browns did this for every single pick. So this is a little bit out of context. Like, bro, they took what? They traded back off of Travis Hunter and got Mason Graham out of Michigan. They literally did they just golf clapped and stared at the TV. I swear they just like recorded a clip of them all doing this generic ass response and none of them were in that room. I swear they played this same clip like 8 times.
Commenting about Shadeur while he's
The easiest way to know that Shadeur Sanders is going to be successful in the NFL is the Browns front office clearly not agreeing with their draft pick.
in regards to Shadeur and Theon.
Low-key, that's a very good point, because the Browns are pretty historical at whiffing on quarterbacks in the 1st round, so maybe it's a blessing that they got Shadeur in the 5th. This may be the most ridiculous quarterback room ever assembled. It actually is. I mean, this is completely, absolutely out of its mind. Now, keep in mind, Deshaun's not going to be there. The team has publicly announced that they are moving on from Deshaun Watson. They have every intention of releasing him. So it's going to be Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, Shedeur Sanders, which honestly is going to be a hell of a quarterback battle. Like, practice is going to be tough. Joe Flacco can definitely still play good football, but he's obviously not the future of the franchise. I think this is going to be one of those scenarios where Joe Flacco starts the first 3 games of the season, and then one of these 3 guys is the standout starter. I think it's very likely to not be Kenny Pickett. I think it's very likely going to be Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders. The Cleveland Browns quarterback room. Being publicly embarrassed for multiple days, waiting for your name to be called while losing out on 40 mil, only for it to finally end up being by the Cleveland Browns, has to be one of the worst 72-hour stretches anyone's ever had. I mean, you can make the argument that getting drafted by any NFL team is a dream, but the pressure that was applied to this young man and the media coverage that was applied to this young man must have been very, very difficult. So, I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm going soft, but I feel so bad for him.
Showtime, baby.
How NFL GMs thought Shedeur was going to put up to training camp. That's what they're acting like. I mean, he went to the 5th round. Hey. If you haven't watched Blue Mountain State, you're missing out on an absolute certified hood classic. Also, gentlemen, if you're an NBA fan like me, you gotta check out NBA Top Shot. They're sponsoring today's video, and NBA Top Shot is the future of basketball collectibles. You'll never have to worry about grading, shipping, or damaging cards because Top Shot is easy, digital, and every single moment is limited edition, meaning true, verifiable scarcity. Now, with traditional rookie cards, there might be hundreds of thousands printed. But on Top Shot, there are fewer than 5,000 rookie Wemby moments. This one right here has 50 total minted. It's Wemby winning 2023-2024 Rookie of the Year. That's so dope. Also, your collection is not just for showing off. You can earn insane prizes. From Kia Tellurides to even courtside seats at NBA games. You could even win meet and greets with legends like Gary Payton and Paul Pierce. You could even get all expense paid trips to international NBA games like the Paris games. NBA Top Shot lets you collect top moments from NBA history and trade them with fans all around the world. You could get LeBron's legendary block, Anthony Edwards' first ever bucket, you name it. Also, if you use my link, NBA Top Shot is gonna give you a free pack to get started. You'll be guaranteed a collectible from an NBA star, so it's a great way to hop in. So click the link in the top of the description, claim your free pack, and see why collectors worldwide are turning moments into unforgettable experiences. Enjoy the rest of the video. Never forget that Colin Cowherd said the Steelers should trade George Pickens, TJ Watt, and 2 first-round picks in order to trade up to the first to get Shedeur Sanders. Oh my God, no, he did not say that. When did he say this? Wow, he really did say that. Convinced the Cleveland Browns saw this interview and decided they needed to draft Shedeur.
Of warm weather. I think we should play more football on nice grass. The more sun, the better. Why do we do it to ourselves? Like, do fans want to sit in the snow and the rain and...
I hate to completely agree with this man, but I completely agree with this man. Kind of a bummer that he went to Cleveland because I know that's not the weather he's looking for. But I'm so grateful that Ford Field is indoors. I love football a lot more than the average person does. And I too do not enjoy a sub-0 degree game. The event company who put on Shedeur Sanders' draft party getting off work after 3 days of waiting for his name to be called. Tell him.
I gotta do it, man.
Get that bread, son. Yes, sir.
Ah, screw it.
Mel Kiper nearly crashed out on national TV saying the NFL has been clueless evaluating quarterbacks. The same Mel Kiper who said Johnny Manziel should go first overall, Lamar Jackson should switch to wide receiver, Blaine Gabbert would be better than Cam Newton, and Jimmy Clausen would be a star. There is one thing that is true. It is impossible to evaluate quarterbacks. For everyone. For everyone. Is there anybody out there who has a good track record evaluating quarterbacks? Because if they do, they will happily get paid millions and millions of dollars by NFL teams to consistently scout them excellent quarterbacks. It's impossible. Brock Purdy was the last fucking pick. Tom Brady went in the 5th round. He's the greatest of all time ever, and he went in the 5th round. Okay, so let's not. He was 199th overall. He was in the 6th round. So I don't know. I'm not gonna talk shit on anybody who can't evaluate quarterbacks. Of course you can't evaluate quarterbacks. Nobody can.
For 50 years when it comes to evaluating quarterback. Clueless. No idea what they're doing in terms of evaluating quarterback. That's proof. There's proof of that.
How many
they say we know exactly what we're talking about with quarterbacks. They don't.
Nobody does. You don't either. Shadeur got prank called at a new number only given to NFL teams by some frat boys at Ole Miss. The Giants GM, Joe Shonen's daughter, goes to Ole Miss. The boys who made the call had a printout with that number written down on it. Do the math. Some people want to be internet famous so bad. When I saw the Shadeur Sanders get prank called thing, I think that shit is so not funny. I'm not the arbiter of what people can find funny. You can find whatever you want funny. I thought the prank call was just cruel and sad and embarrassing, and people will do anything to get famous on the internet, and I hate it.
Nobody had the number.
That's what I'm saying.
The number was only in the email thread that the NFL sent out to only teams.
That's outrageous, bro. So the NFL leaked it, basically.
No, you can't say that. It could be one of their kids. It could be one of their kids that then seen the email and just took the number.
Okay.
That's it.
That was a very respectful response. Somebody is lying. Yeah, big shocker, guys. Pre-draft comments from any NFL-related person are all horseshit because they're all playing mind games with each other. They're all trying to fuck over the other teams and convince other teams to take players that they don't want to take. Jalen Milroe said that the Seahawks told them that he was the #1 QB on their board. Is that accurate? Well, yeah, I mean, the Seahawks did take Jalen Milroe.
No, I don't think he was, actually. No, but it was damn close.
I actually really respect that answer. It's also very possible that Jalen Milroe and somebody else were 1 and 2, and then the first choice got taken, or they just changed their mind. By the time they got to the draft, they said, no, actually, let's go with Jalen Milroe.
All right.
Pittsburgh Steelers in 2025. Oh, no.
Hike the damn ball. I suppose we don't have a quarterback. All right.
How have I never seen this clip before? This is a banger. That dog knows his food just got a major upgrade.
Louisville by way
Oh,
of many
I love you, doggy. I love you, doggy. I love dogs so much. Texas DN Barron Sora was drafted on Saturday with the 124th pick. And after staying in the green room until his name was called, got drafted by the hometown team.
With the 124th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Barron Sorrell, defensive end, Texas.
And here's why the commissioner came out to announce it, because Barron Sorrell has been in the green room this entire time.
He was in the green room?
And here he is.
That's okay, for the record, that's very bizarre. You really only go to the green room if you truly believe you're going to be a first rounder.
Wow. Good for him, sticking around. Pretty cool. Now, I don't think he had any expectation of night one, but I think there was the thought that yesterday was going to possibly be his day. But I love the fact that he stuck it out. Here he is getting his moment. Reminds me of when Geno Smith stuck it out.
Damn, I'm so glad I saw this. I didn't see any of the picks past the first round live. The prank callers who called Shadeur Sanders impersonating an NFL GM during the draft have released a video of the call. Truly nasty work. A prank call in and of itself, I get it. Everybody does a prank call. But to do the prank call with a number you shouldn't have, and then to film it and post it for clout, that's where I've got an issue with it. You'll really genuinely fuck with someone's emotions so bad for 5 million views on the internet? That's all it's worth to you? I thought this was cruel. In fact, I'm not gonna watch the video. I'm not gonna perpetuate that at all. I think that shit's whack. It's gonna be real awkward when Shadeur Sanders is forced to go back to Colorado and has to wear a different number since they retired his number. Well, he's certainly not forced to go back to Colorado. I mean, does he technically have that option? Can you get drafted by an NFL team and then choose to go back to college? I feel like the answer would be no. Colorado, after realizing they retired the number of a late round draft pick, third string NFL quarterback. Hey, newsflash, colleges constantly retire the numbers of players that were good for them in college. This is not that shocking. This is just kind of hating. Bro, you know how many players are just straight up good in college and not good in the pros? How about Tim Tebow? Granted, Tim Tebow's number is not retired, so that's actually a pretty dog shit argument I just make, but. NFL GMs, draft Shedeur Sanders or draw 25? Why hasn't an NFL team selected Shedeur Sanders?
Because fuck them, that's why.
Basically, that's the most accurate clip I've seen. Breaking quarterback Javaris, and Lamar off the board ahead of Shedeur Sanders. Basically. A new pope might be selected before Shedeur Sanders. Come on, bro. Oh my goodness. Shedeur Sanders might be the next pope.
What?
Colin Kaepernick getting selected. This dude literally got drafted before Shedeur Sanders. He's actually pretty good, isn't he? He's the Arkansas kid. What's his name? Is his name Landon Jackson, I think? This isn't that shocking. I know this clip looks bad, but he's pretty fucking good. Trade alert! Walmart has traded up in the draft, sending 2 fifth-round picks to IKEA in order to select Shedeur Sanders. Unironically, this is what the Browns did. They sent a 6th and a 7th to trade up and get Shedeur. Shedeur Sanders. Amazingly, all 5 quarterbacks selected in the first 3 rounds of the NFL draft have not had their college numbers retired. I think you definitely retire Travis Hunter's number because he won the Heisman and he played on both sides of the ball at a super high level. That makes a lot of sense. I personally would not have retired Shedeur's number. Deion Sanders, Shedeur will pick where he wants to play in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders' answer to this question might explain some things.
Trying to change the franchise or the coach that don't give me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over. And I've done it over and over and over. So it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me. You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people gotta say? You know who my dad is? They hated on him too. So it's like, it's almost normal. Without people hating, it's not normal for us. So we like diversity. We like everything that comes with the name. That's why we are who we are.
Yeah, that does not look good in hindsight. Hindsight is certainly 2020, and a lot of players say a lot of shit, but yeah. That in hindsight, getting now picked in the 5th round by Cleveland, who already took a rookie quarterback, this does look really bad. Shedeur Sanders is the only player in the history of pro sports to spend more on his draft night setup than the total value of his first contract. Well, I mean, yeah, if you come up with the money. I'm being a Glazer. This is an insanely specific hate. Shedeur, come on, brother, let's make a song. Cam Ward, I play football. The exact reason Cam Ward went #1 overall in Shedeur Sanders' draft. Well, it's certainly not the exact reason. Hey, am I being a Glazer? Am I fucking glazing?
Come on, bro, let's make a song. Let's drop for him, real shit. I play football.
It's a pretty good answer. Shedeur Sanders talking to NFL GMs in the pre-draft interviews.
Always blow it in the interview.
So, Peter, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Don't say doing your wife. Don't say doing your wife. Don't say doing your wife. Doing your son?
I'm not even a Shedeur guy, but somebody was throwing Travis Hunter the ball. Yeah, I mean, 5th round is crazy. This man just got drafted ahead of Shedeur Sanders. Tyler Shuck. It's a pretty bad clip. New Saints QB1, Tyler Shuck. How was this not intercepted? What on earth is this? By the way, he was actually pretty good. Did he win Comeback Player of the Year or something? 7 years of college ball. Are you shitting me? He was a super senior. Guy was piping the freshman. My goodness, give him a break. Who? Deion Sanders watching QB Tyler Shuck get his name called before Shedeur. NFL memes IG, you're just outing yourself as a casual. New Saints quarterback Tyler Shuck, older than Brock Purdy, was Justin Herbert's backup at Oregon and was in the same high school class as Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, because everyone knows age is so important for quarterbacks. Shut the fuck up. Pray for Saints fans. They got Tyler Shuck, Derek Carr, Jay Kaner, Spencer Adler. I think Derek Carr, Tyler Shuck could be nice. Time to check in on Saints fans.
Cannot do it, a nigga that's almost 30 years old. That nigga been in college for the last 10 years, bro. I can't do shit with that. You going from fucking Jalen Hurts to Tyler Shuck. This bitch ass nigga going from Beyonce to fucking man. I ain't gonna disrespect that lady like that, bro. I don't got shit for these niggas. I ain't recording no songs. I ain't got no tweets. I ain't got no positivity. I hope every nigga associated with that fucking team have a fucking terrible life. Terrible fucking life. Fuck this.
Tyler Shuck seeing himself get drafted over Shedeur Sanders.
With the sixth pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Lil Sasquatch. And that's the pick.
Did I just get fucking drafted?
Doesn't look like he's played a lick of sports.
Bronny James was drafted higher than Shedeur Sanders. Oh. In fairness, I think any NBA player who was drafted higher technically. Isn't there only like 2 rounds in the NFL draft? That's crazy to me. There's obviously a lot less players, but DJ Ujalele, when he's drafted before Shedeur, stop it. Stop it.
Cause we
Shedeur Sanders ready to get drafted in the 2nd round.
are open.
Oh yeah. Something's deeper going on. The fact that Dart and Shuck went before him tells it all. Yeah, I agree. This must have meant Shedeur Sanders in his pre-draft meetings. What on earth is this clip? What am I watching? Please tell me, for the love of God, that this is a skit and this is not a real person doing this, because I'm gonna die of cringe. That was one of the most painful watches of all time. Quinshon Judkins might be the first dude ever to get drafted to the NFL while taking a dump.
That moment when you got drafted. So this is Quinshon Judkins. His phone rang while he was out of the room. So you see, members of his draft party are there. The Browns are calling to select him, but he's not in the room. And so they answer the phone and they're all...
That's actually kind of hilarious. Yeah, I mean, a guy's still got to take a piss. I mean, you can't be sitting on the couch just staring at the screen. I guess you could for 4 or 5 hours, but a brother's got to take a piss.
Yelling for him. Hey, Quinshon, and then he comes back in to take the call.
You better wash your hands, Quinshon.
That's exactly right. Ironically is...
Quinn Ewer's house looks like a Bass Pro Shop.
Watching tonight from my house. I don't know how he's...
Holy shit, that is a lot of stuffed animals.
Decided to have his party, but look at all of that.
You can't name one of those animals back there.
Did Quinn Ewers get drafted? Oh, he was drafted. Hell yeah, dude, I love Quinn Ewers. I think he's such a nice dude. Travis Hunter looks like he just won a fan contest to be a member of the Jaguars for a day. He does have such like young, happy, fun, positive energy. That's awesome, man. Micah Parsons' reaction to his team drafting Tyler Booker with the 12th overall pick.
And the Dallas Cowboys are selecting Tyler Booker, offensive lineman from Alabama, is the official pick out of the Crimson Tide.
Who did he want? I could assume maybe he wanted a wide receiver. I thought they were gonna take Matthew Golden. That's who I thought the Cowboys were taking. Ladies and gentlemen, the new franchise quarterback in the New York Giants.
See your snap count. Let me be honest with me, because I see at USC, I see this guy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah. No, I want to hear the snap count.
Yeah.
Really? Every time?
Hey, if his coaches told him to do that and the coaching has no different snap count, I don't think that's Jackson Dart's fault. Just copped a brand new Shedeur Sanders jersey. Mel Kiper trying to get Shedeur Sanders drafted every time a team made a selection.
Open up your ego.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell him. Kicking in high gear. Yeah, he was glazing. I'm glazing. He was glazing. Imagine being ESPN's draft expert, working all year to analyze players and predict the draft and conclude that Shedeur Sanders is the best player in the draft, comparing him to Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, and Dan Marino, only for him not to even get drafted in the first round. If anybody in the world could evaluate talent, the NFL wouldn't be nearly as exciting as it is. If anybody could evaluate talent, Brock Purdy doesn't go at the end. Tom Brady doesn't go in the 6th. There's 1,000,001 stories. And, you know, honestly, there have been more first-round bust quarterbacks than any of them that have been good. I mean, what even is the hit rate on a first-round quarterback? I'm pulling up the 2018 NFL draft. We're going to see how many of these guys were actual hits. All right, round 1, pick 1, Baker Mayfield. Hit. Saquon Barkley, hit. Sam Darnold. Okay, he looked like shit for a long time. Then he was a hit. Denzel Ward, hit. Okay, wait a minute. This draft class is disgustingly good. Okay. I am so not proving my point right now. Okay, Mike McGlinchey's all right. Josh Rosen did not do a single thing. Minka, banger. Vita Vea, banger. I mean, these aren't quarterbacks, but Lamar Jackson, banger. Okay, I picked the wrong class. Holy shit, I just got clapped so bad. I just made the worst. Oh my God, I just got dunked on. Okay, here we go. This is a little more up my alley. Mitch Trubisky, round 1, pick 2. Patrick Mahomes, I don't even know who that is. Is he still even in the league? Deshaun Watson, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Paxton Lynch. Oh my God, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Paxton Lynch. Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota. These were both, sadly, these were both whiffs. I mean, Jameis is all right. Passing on Shadeur when your quarterback is this guy is absolutely wild. Yeah, Steelers better get Rodgers. Yeah, same with Aaron Rodgers. You can say whatever you want about Aaron Rodgers. I guarantee he's a hell of a lot better than who the Pittsburgh Steelers think they're starting next year. ESPN actually missed this moment live because they were showing up Shadeur highlights. Yeah, I was confused. It didn't look like on the initial broadcast that he was crying. It kind of just looked like he didn't care. But then, like, you actually saw his face. You realized he was just locked in and emotional. NFL great Warren Moon surprised Cam Ward on his first day as a member of the Titans by allowing him to wear his retired number 1 jersey. Wow, so you can, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you had the option to allow someone to wear a retired jersey. I didn't know you could do that. Derek Harmon was drafted with the 21st pick by the Steelers on Thursday night. He was able to get to the hospital and tell his mother, who was on life support, that he was drafted before she passed away shortly after. At least she got to see her. Oh, that's horrible. Although it's very wholesome that she got to see it. Like that she got to see the draft pick. Wow, that's so sad. Steelers' first-round draft pick, Derek Harmon, used his NIL money in college to buy an accessible van for his mom after she had a surgery.
Where's your first one?
I bought my mom a car.
What'd you get her?
She had a stroke my freshman year. We didn't fuck sophomore year. So I was able to get like a van accessible type thing.
That's so wholesome. This is the story we should be fucking covering, you guys. This is the story to cover. Can we make the last 2 slides a whole thing? For real? God, we're all fucking yapping about where should do. Oh my goodness. I know, I'm part of the problem, I know. All right, gentlemen, NFL Draft Day memes, my goodness. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope your team drafted a star, and I hope Shadeur proves everyone wrong. And prayers up for Derek Harmon and his mom. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.